Hello and welcome to our meeting today at Queen Victoria for Phonics and Early Reading. Right, part 1 will be information about how we teach phonics and part 2 will be information about how we teach reading here. New guidance from the government for early reading and phonics has stated that we have to go with a designated scheme, so we've gone for Little Wonder Letters and Sound Revise. We've picked that because it's excellent training for all staff to ensure consistency. Every aspect of phonics and reading included in a detailed, thorough and systematic approach. There's engaging resources without distracting from the learning. And there's a really good system in place for identifying and supporting children requiring that little bit of extra help. And there's lots of help for parents too, which is really good. How do we teach phonics? We have daily short, sharp lessons that have a specific order in order to be taught. We use synthetic phonics. Correct pronunciation is vital, and there's lots of Little Wonder videos that you can access via the website. You can see the link there. And repeated practice is really important, so they will revisit sounds that have been previously taught and practice them every day. And remember, practice makes permanent. These are the phonemes, or an example of a few at phase 2 that are taught in order. As you can see, they're really nice and clear, and some of them have a little image to go with them as well. These are called digraphs. That's 2 letters that make one sound. So, for example, you'd have a C and a H together, and that makes the sound ch, or an S and a H together, and that makes the sound sh. As well as the digraphs on the previous page, you can also have vowel digraphs, which come in a little bit later. They're still taught in reception though, and they're called vowel digraphs. They're taught with a short caption, like a little phrase as well, to help the children to remember them. For example, O would be soap that goat, or E is sheep in a jeep. They also introduced trigraphs, I and air here, which is 3 letters for one sound. During phonic lessons, we use sound buttons so we can sound talk and blend to read. So, app, map, ip, nip, at, sat. As well as single letter sounds, we also have 2 letters that make one sound, and we call these digraphs. So 2 letters, 1 sound. Digraphs have a zip to sound talk and blend, so we use sound buttons and zips. For example, if you look at the first word, we would sound talk it and we'd say eat, meat. Next word, rain. And the final word, sheep, sheep. Words that do not follow the rules and that cannot be decoded are called tricky words. Children are taught what part of that word is tricky. Once children have a secure knowledge of a number of GPCs, that's grapheme, phoneme correspondences, the way we read the sound and the way we write the sound, and are confidently blending, they will be ready for reading books. Prior to this, they may have wordless books which develop great language skills and teach children the layout of books and how to handle books. You can see a few examples below. We all know how important reading is and the impact it has on a child's success. It has to be a really positive experience. What's the reality though? Some children are reluctant to read because they find it hard. That can lead to frustration, stress, and that's just the parents. It's really important to look at the big long-term picture. We want children to love reading. We want reading to be enjoyable. Reading underpins children's access to the curriculum and clearly impacts on all of their achievement. Learning to read should be a positive experience. We want children to read for pleasure. How we teach reading now here at Queen Victoria. There'll be reading practice sessions which are timetabled 3 times a week, and they're taught by a trained teacher or teaching assistant. They're taught in small groups, and the books are matched to children's phonic knowledge and word reading. We ask that the children read at home as well as 3 times a week in class, and they're going to have an e-book sent home as well as a book to share. The e-book will match the book that they're currently reading with the member of staff in school, so they get that really focused practice time at school and at home. Reading practice books are carefully matched so that the children can read fluently and independently. 3 reads each week. 1 becomes with some quick sounds and word practice, decoding. Number 2, the session 2 will be focusing on prosody, so how we read, looking at intonation, where we stress certain parts of words and expression to make it enjoyable to listen to. And session 3 will be comprehension, to make sure that the children fully understand what they're reading. When the children take their book home to read, they should be 95% fluent. Please don't worry that the book is too easy. Your child needs to develop fluency and confidence in reading. Rereading a book they have had before develops reading fluency, and this is the goal. We've all got to celebrate that success and get each child to taste success. How will this work? The children are assessed, and then the Little Wandle scheme matches which book should be allocated to secure their phonic knowledge. Children will take their reading practice book home. After reading it 3 times in school, that will be in the form of an e-book, so they will access the same book online, and the teachers will set that for them each week. You'll have further information about how to log on to the e-books. Teachers will let you know the days books go home and when they need to be in school to be changed. That's the book to share. Celebrate, praise, talk about the book with your child. And please look after any books that go home and return them. Big Cat Collins books are carefully matched to children's secure phonic knowledge. The books to share will also be selected from the class libraries each week. To become lifelong readers, it's essential that they read for pleasure so that they get some choice. Children may not be able to read all of the book, but these books offer a wealth of opportunity for talking about the pictures and enjoying the story or information text. Enjoy the book together and foster a love of reading. Pair and share. What else can parents do? Please look at the Little Wandle videos and guidance for parents. Support children in learning the alphabetic code. Let your child show off their reading to you and celebrate and praise all the way. Share books with your children for pleasure. Check on the school website to more links to Little Wandle and reading here at Queen Victoria. Thank you so much for listening and joining me today. I hope that your children begin to love reading and become a reader for life.